Good morning. It's Saturday, October 26th. Shout out to my mother-in-law Jerry's birthday today. We are in Kenlake Marina and we are getting ready to take off. We've been here for 3 nights. They have a good special, pay 2 nights, get the 3rd one free. So we stayed 3 nights, but we are ready to head down Kentucky Lake. So it's just before 10 or right around 10 o'clock. And as you can see, I got my hat on this morning, my sweatshirt. We woke up to rain and clouds and cool weather. The rain has since passed, and it's going to be clearing up here in the next couple of hours. So we're going to go ahead, and we've got the engines warming up. We've had some breakfast, and we are getting ready to take off. We are headed down to Kenlake today, Kenlake Marina, and you can see the captain is up there on the bridge. And we're leaving our slip at Kentucky Dam Lake. Cloudy skies, but hopefully it's going to clear up a little bit later. And the trees are really starting to turn. Beautiful, beautiful colors.
Didn't I give it up? Tried my best. Gave you everything I had. Everything and no less. Didn't I do it right to let you down? Maybe you got too used to having me around. Still, how can you walk away from all my tears? It's gonna be an empty road without me right here. But go on and take it, take it all with you. Don't look back at this crumbling food. Just take it all with my love. Take it all with my love. Maybe I should leave to help you see nothing gets better than this, and this is everything we need. So is it over? Is this really it? You're giving up so easily.
And passing us on our starboard side is a navigator, the type of boat, La Gypsia, or La Gypsy.
This crumbling food, just take it all with my love. Take it all with my love. I will change if I must. Slow it down and bring it home. I will adjust. Oh, if only you knew that everything I do is for you. But go on and take it, take it all with you. Don't look back at this crumbling food. Just take it all with you. Don't look back at this crumbling food. Just take it all with my love. Take it all with my love.
So we are here in T25 and Jeff is flipping us around so we can get in right behind this Ranger tug. And we have arrived in our slip at Kenlake Marina. That's a floating barge for an offices. So hey, it's about 4 o'clock. We are at Kenlake Marina. We've showered, we've gotten cleaned up, we did some cleaning on the boat, and now we're gonna take a walk back up to the restaurant and get something to eat. Come along.
We heard the rum drink here was to die for, so we called over the bartender and said, let us get a couple of that Cruzan rum buckets. And they did. They brought out these rum buckets, and they are about 32 ounces each. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this does count for your recommended daily allowance of fruit. I mean, there's quite a bit of fruit in there.
Fried jalapeños, yum. What do you think?
It's good.
They are delicious.
And of course, we have our RDA of meat and dairy and fish.
The bathrooms at Kenlake are unisex bathrooms. There are 4, and you need a code to get inside. They contain a sink, a toilet, and a fairly large shower. But they're a little bit dirty. You got your resident spiders up there in the corner. Down here by the AC. And some sort of festation going on by the trash can. But otherwise, they're functional. It's Sunday morning, and we are waking up to about 45-degree weather at Kenlake Marina in Kentucky. It's been a beautiful day for cruising. And there we go. We are leaving our little slip right there on the inside at the end of the pier, T25 at Kenlake Marina. It was a nice little stay. It was short, but we had some great drinks at the little restaurant over there. The Burger Barn. And there really is a very big break wall here. Yes, turn to starboard and head out onto the lake. It's like there's a fishing boat right there at the opening. couple fishermen out here this morning. So this is our view this morning as we leave Kenlake Marina, headed down Kentucky Lake to Paris Landing. It's not a very long trip, about 3 hours. It's a little cool this morning, but it will warm up nicely, close to 70 degrees. And the sun is out, so it's going to be a beautiful day. So there's the view as we approach Paris Landing Marina. So we have arrived at Paris Landing Marina, and Driftaway is in her slip. We are in a 60-foot slip, so it's really a long slip. And we are right next to this huge hatteras. Yeah, Driftaway looks dwarfed next to that hatteras. And we have a couple of looper boats next to us. Luria and Hakuna Matata, and also that boat down there, Lanny Tunes, they are also loopers. So maybe we will run into them a little bit later today. Turned out to be a gorgeous day. And there's a fourth boat, Gypsy Soul, they are also loopers. We're here on the flybridge with Siggy. We're going to give you a little update about what's going on. We are in Paris Landing. Okay, this is not going to work with him. I'm going to have to let him go. I thought it would be a cute little segment with him, but...
It's still running.
Oh, start again?
That's what I'm
Hi,
saying.
this is Sarah.
Before he runs away.
Hi, this is Sarah and Jeff on the bridge of Driftaway. It's Sunday, October 27th, and we are in Paris Landing Marina in Paris, Tennessee. I don't know, how far down the Kentucky Lake is it? About halfway, 3/4?
I think about halfway.
So we have come into the marina and found a slip. It's a pretty good price if you're an AGLCA member. Only 85 cents a foot. So it's not too bad.
Before we get further into this, I want to give a shout out to the veterans that are watching our videos and let you know that we appreciate your service. And I know some of you have had some hard times. I have a family member that has had some difficulties as a result of being in Iraq, but we do thank you for your service, and we want you to know that.
We do.
So, we are in Paris Landing, and we're going to be here just a couple days. The boat will be here longer, but we'll be here for just a couple days. And we have a rental car we're going to pick up tomorrow from Enterprise, and we're going to pack up some things and shut up the boat and go back to Florida so we can vote for the next president.
And take care of a couple of other personal items and visit with some family.
Yeah, do a little banking.
One thing to keep in mind, though, if you're looking for a place about now on the loop to stop and do something like this, where Paris Landing is a very good price and a good place to leave your boat, Enterprise does not pick you up here. Something just to keep in mind. We thought they did, but we got here and they said, nope, you're outside of our pickup range. You're gonna have to find your own way in to come get the car.
And $20 won't fix that? Did you ask them that?
Yeah, I said, even if I pay for the pickup, and they said, nope, sorry, we can't do it.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Now, there is a harbor host here who would probably be able to take you in, but as luck would have it, the harbor host is not available tomorrow. So we're going to end up paying a taxi or an Uber service to have to go into Paris to pick up the rental car, which is not a big deal.
So what?
But it's just something to keep in mind. We use Enterprise mostly because A, I can get some good rates, and B, they're very accommodating with picking you up at a marina and dropping you off at a marina when you don't have another way to get in there to get it taken care of.
And we chose this marina because there was an Enterprise close by.
Right. But evidently not close enough.
All the boxes seemed to be ticked until we called and checked on whether they can pick us up or not, which was a surprise that they were unable to, because it's not that far. But
so what?
So what?
So what? We'll deal with it. So we're like I said, we're going back to Florida for a couple weeks. So we are going to turn the camera off and take a break from filming for a couple of weeks. Doesn't mean we are going to stop editing and producing. We'll probably just kind of get caught up, and so there's not such a delay in the time of our videos to the time they're produced. So the next one you see after this will be closer to real time.
Yeah. And we have about 15 videos uploaded that are scheduled to come out every other day, and we still have another 10, 12 videos that we have to import the photos, edit, captions, sound effects.
They will all have seen by the time they see this video, probably. But yeah,
that would be the case.
Yeah, but going forward,
if these fall in order.
Yeah, but going forward, they should be much more real time.
Merry Christmas or Happy New Year.
But we hope to be back to the boat about November 11th, which is a Monday, and turn in the car and be back on cruising by the 12th of November. It has been kind of cool the last few mornings, or last couple weeks. We've had some days that have been cool, and like this morning it was cool, but by afternoon it was nice. We're in short sleeves and shorts again this afternoon. Temperature is about 69. There's no breeze, so it's very nice.
What a difference humidity and wind makes. The same temperature yesterday that we cruised in was cold, and today the same temperature was very comfortable, in the low 60s. But today we had the sun shining on us, and I got to say, Kentucky Lake, and so is Barkley Lake, or Lake Barkley, but they are both very beautiful lakes, and you could spend easily a month just on each lake, touring going to the different marinas and visiting their little restaurants and their bars and all the little anchorages.
And I've heard some people who have done the loop prior to us say, oh, the rivers aren't really that interesting comparative to the intercoastal and the Great Lakes in Canada, but I disagree. I think we've had some very beautiful scenery, especially in the fall, which is a little bit later than I'd probably want to go through, but the trees are turning. There's a lot of rock cliffs. It's just been very pretty and picturesque, and
the leaves are just now starting to change. They're starting to change color,
and the lakes here are not the same as the Great Lakes, obviously, so we don't have to worry as much about bad weather or high waves or fetch, or what's the other word? Swells or anything like that. It's all been very comfortable cruising along Lake Barkley and Kentucky Lake.
But I do want to say, everybody goes to Green Turtle Bay. We went to Green Turtle Bay, and then we took a little side trip. And after Green Turtle Bay, we went to Lighthouse Landing, which is on the other side
of the canal.
So
there's a canal between Lake Barkley and Kentucky Lake. Green Turtle is on Barkley Lake. Lighthouse Landing is on Kentucky Lake. Right? Both at the end of the canals.
But Lighthouse Landing is a 10-12 minute walk to Patty's and
the grocery store
and
ice cream shop, and
wasn't it a little cheaper too?
Yeah, it was a little bit cheaper.
Now they don't have a lot of slips for transients, but the docks are okay. I mean, very, very well maintained grounds around the marina,
and beautiful sunsets, because especially where we were at the end of a pier on the T head that overlooked Kentucky Lake, and it looked out to the west. So we had gorgeous sunsets coming across.
I'll show you a picture here of a photo she took that is probably just an ultimate,
just the sunset over the lake. It was
with
gorgeous.
The lighthouse in the background. Right. It was just beautiful photograph.
So it was very nice. And like you said, it's easy walk to Patty's and to the grocery store and other places there. So think about that if you can't get into Green Turtle, or you don't want to get into Green Turtle. They did not have a courtesy car, but you don't really need one because you're so close to everything. What are you doing?
I was looking at the time. I didn't have my little picture there, and I thought, is this not recording? What? We don't have mics, so I hope
everything comes out okay. Well, we'll check it out. We can cut all this out and do it again. All right, so that's our story, and we'll be back after we come back from Florida with our next segment. We'll probably leave here and continue to head down Kentucky Lake. Next stop probably...
You said the place that I had chosen was closed for the winter. That's another thing to keep in mind too. When we first called this place to talk about booking 2-3 weeks, they said, just want you to know the last week that you're there, you're not going to have water because we turn the water off. So if there's a freeze, it's not going to damage the pipe. So yeah, at this point you need to be getting south.
Yeah. I think it was Clifton area that we're looking at going to next. But anyways, we'll keep you updated with that when we are back from Florida. So for tonight,
cheers.
Cheers.
And the TNT pizza isn't too bad.
Isn't too bad.
Yeah, you'll see that up here.
Shot across to Wisconsin, Sturgeon Bay, down to Green Bay, back to Sturgeon Bay, Chicago, Hammond, River, and
Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, October 29th. We are here at Paris Landing. There are several looper boats here, and a few of them are getting ready to take off this morning. It's a little bit breezy, but I don't think anything too bad, and the water looks very calm. We're going to wish them good travels as they take off this morning, and we are going to spend the day packing up the rental car and getting ready to return to Florida. So today Jeff spent a good part of the morning down in the bilge checking the battery charges on all the batteries and fluids and just making sure everything is buttoned up before we leave for a couple of weeks. It also includes the battery that's underneath our bed that charges the bow thruster.
Runs the bow thruster.
Runs it. So we've started to pack up our stuff for our trip to Florida tomorrow. And we're going to be bringing our Starlink home. So we're packing that up as well.